Welcome to a new episode of Triggre Weekend Masterclass, and this time I'm going to explain you something about our search option, our default search option. And at first I'm going to show you how it works in the actual application, and after that I'm going to show you how to set up this search in your designer, which is like the easiest thing to do I've ever seen. So let's start by looking at the application itself. So in this case, we have a complaints application, and as you can see in this graph, we've got more than 1,000 open and about 512 closed. And what you want to do, of course, is you would like to be able to search in an easy way through this entire list. So what you can do over here is you can see the search option here, and by clicking on, for instance, open or closed, Triggre will automatically change the list based on your search. So if I would close this one again, I only see the open items. But I can also add the action lies with customer search option. Well, apparently no action lies with a customer, but I can also, for instance, say the title must begin with my, and then the table only shows the items with the status open and a title which contains my. It can also be a text value which is located in the middle of the title. So if I would say insurance or in INS, it will show every item which contains the text INS in its title. Well, if I want to clear my search values, I just press clear and everything is here again. What we also do at Triggre is, like I told you, this is like a very extensive list of complaints, more than 1,500. And what we don't want at Triggre is that if you would create a table with, let's say, 40 million, 100 million records, that your application would not be able to execute that search. So what we do at Triggre is we only load parts of that number of records. So we only load, let's say, the top 100 items. And as soon as you scroll down, and while you are scrolling down, Triggre loads the next 100, and the next 100 after that, and the next 100 after that. So the user won't feel a difference in the number of results he's seeing. You know, the scroll bar is automatically determined based on the total amount of results that we have. And we have the results are loaded continuously. And that helps to keep our application fast because, you know, you get the first 100 results instantly and we load all the other ones while you are scrolling, so you don't see the difference. Well, that's something that I wanted to explain to you in between. This search, you might want to know, like, how does it work? How do I set it up? Well, let me show you that in the designer. So let's go to the designer. And in this case, I only have to go to the page in the user flow that we're talking about. So I'm going to design user flow. It's the user flow complaints, and it's the complaint overview. And you see the table here. And the only thing I need to do to create the search that I just used is to put some checkboxes, well, to put some checks in checkboxes. So in the wizard itself, at a certain point, Triggre says, in your application, data can be searchable. Select the columns of the table the user should be able to search on. If you deselect a column, the user won't be able to search on it. And at Triggre, we often look at our application from a view where we say you can do with the data whatever you want, but you can do it with the data that you see. So you can change the data that you see, you can view the data that you see, you can order the data that you see, and you can filter the data that you see. And therefore, you can easily select from all the columns that are visible in your table which ones you would like to be able to search on. So for instance, action lies with, assigned to, the category, closed on, the complaint number. So there's no underlying search option available because that can easily confuse the user, because you can search for something and you don't know what it's actually searching on and why some values are shown and why some values are not shown. So you can only search for the items that you see in the page itself. And I only have to check them or uncheck them to make them searchable or not searchable. And Triggre automatically generates the search option field that I just showed you. So based on the checkboxes that you see here, Triggre automatically generates this item over here. Do you want to see me again next week? Like and subscribe to our channel.